After a heartbreaking 5-4 loss yesterday here at Wild Things Park in Washington, Pennsylvania, the Evansville Otters are back to face the Washington Wild Things here in the series finale, and it is going to be an interesting one. Evansville 20-33 on the 2024 season, and Washington 35-17. Washington on a 7-game win streak, while Evansville trying to snap a 3-game bender, and these two teams have been going in the opposite directions all season long. And in the series opener, Washington able to pick up a 7-1 win. Yesterday, the club came back down 2 in the 9th inning, plated 3 runs, and they were able to walk away with the series victory. Now they are set up to sweep Evansville, so we'll see what the Otters can do, how they respond today. Should be a good one nonetheless, and it is a gorgeous day for baseball here for this Thursday night contest. 80 degrees and sunny skies. A few clouds out there as well, but none of them look bad. And yesterday we had some rain at the ballpark. Never really know what can brew here in the Appalachian Mountains, but, well, we'll have to wait and see. Sergeant Sunshine is out there right now, and we'll go through the starting lineups for today's game. First for the visiting Evansville Otters, they are led by manager Andy McCauley, and their starting 9 goes as follows. Giovanni DiGiacomo leading off, he'll play center field. Gary Mattis, the second baseman, bats second. David Mendham playing third base, he bats third. And it is Dakota Phillips out at first base, cleaning things up. Batting fifth and playing left field, Randy Bednar. Delvin Zinn, the shortstop, bats sixth. Alec Olin, the right fielder, batting seventh. Logan Brown, the designated hitter, bats eighth. And back behind the dish in the series finale, filling out the starting 9, it is the catcher, Jake Green. On the rubber for Washington here in this contest to face the Evansville Order, Dario Frigio, 6-2 on the year. Frigio into his 11th appearance, all in starts, 51 1/3 prior innings with a 5.79 ERA. Well, Frigio was not supposed to pitch today. Instead, it was supposed to be Zach Kirby, but the All-Star was a late scratch earlier this morning in the lineup, and so Tom Vaith had to come up with something else. He decided to go with Frigio, and that is who will be on the rubber in the series finale. Let's flip the book over and take a look at the Washington Wild Things. They are led by Tom Vaith, and their starting 9 is as followed. Caleb McNeely, the center fielder, leads things off. Playing second and batting second, Ethan Wilder. Tommy Caulfield playing the hot corner, he bats third. Tyreek Reed, the designated hitter, cleans things up. Andrew Check playing first base, he bats fifth. Brandon McElwain, the right fielder, batting sixth. Evan Berkey, opposite of him in left field, will bat seventh. Batting eighth and doing the catching, Ricardo Sanchez. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Carson Clowers. On the rubber for Evansville, Parker Brahms, who is making a return off the DL. And Brahms has been on the DL all the way back since June 29th. So Brahms returning to action tonight, 2-5 on the year. This will be his 10th appearance, all in the starting role. 47 1/3 prior innings with a 4.37 ERA. Well, we talked about the standings where Evansville currently 7th, a half game ahead of Windy City, who is in last place, and Evansville 15.5 games back of the division lead. They are now in double digits back of a playoff spot, 10.5 away from the Gateway Grizzlies. And Evansville's schedule is as followed for the next 2 series after tonight. They will hit the road for a series against the Lake Erie Crushers beginning tomorrow and Saturday, Sunday. Well, the Lake Erie Crushers in second place right now in the West Division, 34-19, a game and a half back of Washington. Then it's the All-Star break, so Evansville will get a chance to recuperate. After returning from the break, they immediately play Washington again for the final time this season. So they are playing the 2 best teams in the Frontier League over the next 7 games, including tonight, and we'll see how it treats them. We're going to take a step aside on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. We're a couple of minutes away from the national anthem, so we'll head to a break, and when we come back, we'll bring you first pitch. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. It's that time of the day again. Otters baseball coming your way here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. So happy you could join us for this Thursday night contest. Welcome to Wild Things Park in Washington, Pennsylvania. Kyle Chandler with you for the play-by-play. The Evansville Otters 20-33 on the 2024 campaign. They will try to salvage the series against the Washington Wild Things, dropping the first two games. Tuesday night's matchup resulting in a 7-1 finish. And boy, oh boy, yesterday was just a heartbreaker. Evansville giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning, and Washington walked it off, a 5-4 victory for the Wild Things. So they are set to sweep Evansville. And here's the other thing, Washington 8-0 against Evansville this year. So the Otters will try to also pick up their first win against Washington this season. Ballpark dimensions here at Wild Things Park, 325 to the right and left field lines, and it is 405 toward dead center. This is a deeper ballpark, one of the deeper ones in the league, and it is certainly a pitcher-friendly park. Kyle Eastman calling our balls and strikes. He's our home plate umpire. Tom West, the first base umpire. Manuel Fleites, the third base umpire. On the rubber, Daryl Frigio, 6-2 this season, making his 11th appearance, all in starts, 51 1/3 prior innings and a 5.79 ERA. Digging in from the left side, Giovanni DiGiacomo. He is going to bat as the first leadoff hitter of the game for Evansville. Frigio kicks and deals the first pitch, and it's in there for a strike, and we're underway here at 7:08 p.m. The right-hander from the stretch deals. Here's a ground ball back up the middle, and this kicks toward the shortstop off the mound for Clowers, and he got a friendly bounce to him as the carom helped him, and he was able to throw out to Giacomo, and there's one down. Evansville 15.5 games back now of Washington. The Wild Things in first place, Evansville in 7th. Here's Gary Mattis, bats right-handed. The kick and the pitch from Frigio. Breaking ball drops in for a strike, and the count is 0-1. And the schedule does not get any easier for the Otters. Here's the right-handers. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, quickly 0-2 for Mattis. Evansville will hit the road. They will continue this 6-game road stint against Lake Erie tomorrow after taking the 3-hour bus ride to Avon tonight. The pitch, swing and a miss, and Mattis down on strikes. 5 pitches, 5 strikes, 2 outs for Frigio. And now coming to the plate, the left-handed hitting David Mendham. Then after the weekend series against Lake Erie, it's the All-Star break, the Midsummer Classic up in Quebec, Canada. Mendham will return to his home country to play in the All-Star game this year. Here's the pitch to him, and he hits it foul back over the screen. The count is 0-1. Zach Smith also representing Evansville. Those are the 2 All-Stars here in 2024. But after the All-Star break, the Otters will see Washington again. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and Frigio has Mendham down in the count 0-2. 7 pitches, 7 strikes to begin the game for Frigio. Mendham will call time, bases empty, 2 gone, and there's no score. So that is a brute of a schedule for Evansville, playing the 2 best teams in the Frontier League in 3 straight series. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses away. There's the first ball of the game thrown by Frigio. And that second half schedule for Evansville is just tough in general. Now the 1-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3. Feathered that inside corner, and Frigio works a 1-2-3 in the first. 2 strikeouts as he sets the Otters down quietly. Washington coming to bat when we come back on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Parker Brahms on the rubber for Evansville. We're in the bottom of the first inning. No score with Washington. Brahms 2-5 this season. The right-hander just coming off the DL today, making his 10th appearance, all in starts, 47 1/3 prior innings, and a 4.37 ERA. He will face Caleb McNeely as the first batter of the game for Washington. Working from the stretch, he kicks and deals. Here's a little tapper to the right side of the infield, garnered by Phillips, and he will step on the bag unassisted. One pitch, one out, and it's a good start for Brahms. Now, Brahms' last appearance came back on June 27th. That was against the Joliet Slammers. Then he was thrown on the DL after being pulled early in that game. He only went 4 innings, giving up 3 runs on 5 hits. Up to the plate, Ethan Wilder. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball at the top of the zone, just a shade upstairs. And the count is 1-0. So Brahms making his first return off the injured list. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Fastball misses in, 2 balls and a strike. Brahms, a 4-seam fastball, curveball, and a changeup. A 1.46 whip, 38 strikeouts this season. He's ready at the set. The kick and the pitch. Fastball in the inside corner taken for a strike. 2-1 to Wilder. Wilder batting .303 on the season. 8 for 25, a .320 average this homestand. Here comes the 2-1 delivery. And this is sent back over the screen, foul. We'll try it at 2-2. Now the Otters trying to salvage this series against Washington. They were in a position to force a rubber match yesterday. They gave up 3 runs in the 9th and were walked off on. Here's the pitch, and it misses down low, so the count is 3-2 for Wilder. Brahms working quickly back to the set. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, line back up the middle. And this will be played on a high bounce by DiGiacomo. And it gets by him. Now throws to second. And charging to the bag, Wilder. He's in with a head first slide. So, got to imagine that's going to be a single and an error. And DiGiacomo just completely misplayed that out in center field. Had a chance to charge in and either make a running catch or even perhaps a diving attempt, but he instead was going to allow it to be a base hit. But then the turf skipped on him, took a high bounce, and the baseball went over his head. So now at the plate, it's Tommy Caulfield, and the first pitch to him misses downstairs, 1-0. And it hit the tip of his glove in center field and went behind him, which allowed Wilder to advance into scoring position. 1 gone in the first, and Brahms steps off and spins to second, but no throw, nobody was covering. Well, Evansville had 2 errors yesterday, one of which led to an unearned run. Brahms comes to the set, he twirls and deals. And the 1-0 is a fastball just upstairs. And it's 2-0. You figure in a 1-run game, that 1 unearned run means a lot. So we'll see how Brahms works around the mistake. Would have been a single anyways, keep that in mind. Now the 2-0 pitch. Fastball, high and away. But this Otters offense, rather defense, has struggled this season, and they have a .969 fielding percentage, 12th in the Frontier League. Here's the 2-0, or rather the 3-0. Get me over strike, and it's 3-1 now for Caulfield. No score in the first. Caulfield 1 for 4. Yesterday he did not play in the series opener. Brahms, a look to second. Second look, now comes home. And this is swung on and launched high and deep to right. Backing up, Oland, forget it. This is over the video board in right center. A moonshot for Caulfield, and it's 2-0 Washington. That ball was smoked. And Caulfield with his 8th homer of the year, RBIs 41 and 42. And just like that, Evansville in an early hole. Brahms got the first guy out on 1 pitch. Now he will face Tyreek Reed. He deals. And here's a strike. No, it's a ball, missed just a little bit low. Close pitch. But then he gave up that single to Wilder. I guess the error doesn't matter. Here's the 1-0. And this time it's at the knees. Evens the count now for Reed. A ball and a strike. This front office of Washington, they like to make bets on their whiteboard here in the press box. Now the 1-1. Grounder hit over toward third. Backing up, Mendham toward the shortstop. Zinn, 1-hop throw to first. Picked out of the turf by Phillips. So Reed, the second out here in this first inning. Washington jumping ahead early. They lead at 2-0. One of the bets that this front office placed for this series, will Tyreek Reed finish with over or under 6 hits? He's 4 for 8 now after that last at-bat against Evansville. First pitch misses downstairs to Andrew Check, and the count is 1-0. We'll see if he can get to that 6-hit marker tonight. Brahms from the stretch, he deals. And here's a bouncing ball hit to first. Phillips up with it. He will run to the bag himself. So 2 groundouts to the first baseman, but a 2-run homer from Tommy Caulfield puts the Wild Things ahead. They lead at 2-0 over Evansville after 1. Top of the second inning, 2-0 Washington over Evansville, and it'll be Dakota Phillips leading it off for the Otters. He bats left-handed. Dario Frigio worked a 1-2-3 in the first inning, and the right-hander throws from the stretch. First pitch, a fastball misses outside, and the count is 1-0. Just 9 pitches, 8 strikes in that first inning for Frigio. He's at the set, now the pitch. Fastball misses high. 2 balls and no strikes for Phillips. Dak batting .417 in his first 7 games. 1 for 5 in the series with an RBI. Here comes the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Big cut that time from Phillips. Couldn't connect. Now Phillips had that streak of 4 games in a row with a home run. 10 RBIs on the season. Now the 2-1 delivery. He lifts it the opposite way, out of play, and the count is 2-2. Washington jumping ahead early after a 2-run homer from Tommy Caulfield in the first inning. So out of the 6 games played here at Wild Things Park for Evansville this year, Washington has only scored first in 2 of them. Frigio ready, he comes home. Fastball just off the inside corner. Sanchez was ready to throw to third. He thought it was a strikeout. Instead, the count is full. Well, the Otters' record while playing here at Wild Things Park this year, 0-5. Now the payoff pitch. Strike 3, and it's a fastball at the knees. Phillips couldn't pull the trigger. That's 3 strikeouts in a row for Frigio, dating back to that first inning. And there's 1 gone here in the second. So coming to the plate, Randy Bednar. He bats right-handed. And Frigio was not supposed to pitch today. It was supposed to be the all-star selection, Zach Kirby, but he was a late scratch. The right-hander kicks and deals. Breaking ball bounces in, backhanded by Sanchez. And the count is 1-0 for Bednar. But yeah, if he keeps pitching like this, I'd say it's going to be a pretty good day for him. Now the 1-0. And it's tapped at the plate. Foul, kicks down the first base side. 1-1 the count. We're not exactly sure why Kirby was taken out of this start. He was the series probable. Who knows? Now the 1-1. Fastball misses high. Maybe Tom Vaith is saving him for tomorrow's game when the club will head down to Florence. Now the 2-1 pitch. And this is swung on, shot out towards short, backhanded by Clowers, drops to a knee, gets up, throw to first in time. What a play by the shortstop. And he handled that baseball to perfection. There's 2 gone here in the second. Base is empty, and it's Delvin Zinn coming up. 2-0, Washington leads. Zinn has been turning it on with the bat as of late. He has got that average up to 347 in 49 ABs. Righty on righty matchup. Here's the first pitch. Fastball misses outside, and the count is 1-0. Frigio at the set, the kick and the pitch. Breaking ball drops in for a strike, and it evens the count for Zinn. Zinn in his last 5 games, batting .529, 9 for 17 at the dish. Here comes the 1-1, and it's a check swing foul back to the screen on the right side. And we'll try it at 1-2. And it's been incredible to see because we didn't really expect his bat to come around, especially the way that he hit in the American Association. Didn't have great numbers early this season, but his defense is also really good. Now the 1-2. Fastball misses high. Went up to him before the game today, and he said, "Kyle, what's new?" I said, "You're hitting the ball really good." He said, "Yeah, I guess that is new." Now the 2-2. And it's fouled to the Washington first base dugout. We'll try it again. He got a good laugh out of it. Well, that's how you know a guy is feeling loose and good, when he can take a joke like that and just laugh and smile. Frigio ready. He twirls and deals the 2-2. Breaking ball grounded out toward third, charging Caulfield. He will make the running throw to first. The inning is over. Another 1-2-3 for Frigio. 6 up, 6 down to begin the game. Washington leads at 2-0 over Evansville. We'll head to the home second on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the second inning, it'll be Brandon McElwain leading it off for Washington. They lead it 2-0 over Evansville. Parker Brahms back on the rubber. He threw 17 pitches in that first inning, 9 strikes, and damage was done by Tommy Caulfield as he launched his 8th homer over the right field wall in inning number 1. Brahms from the stretch kicks and deals the first pitch. It's a breaking ball in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. McElwain picked up during this home series for Washington. Now the pitch, and it misses just off the inside corner. This 9-game homestand for the Wild Things started against Florence, which is when McElwain was picked up. Then they played Windy City, now Evansville. The pitch, and it's a fastball just below the knees. 2 balls and a strike. So you look at that Frontier League standings board, and, well, Washington has played the 3 worst teams in the West on this homestand. Now the 2-1. It's lined back to the screen foul. We'll try it at 2-2 for McElwain. But look, you got to play who's on the schedule, and Washington is on a 7-game win streak. So they're beating the teams they're supposed to be beating. Brahms at the set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3. First punch out of the game for Brahms as he sets down McElwain. That was a beautiful pitch, painted right on the outside black, and no complaints from McElwain, he knew it. So that'll bring up Evan Berkey to the dish. Righty on righty matchup. Washington leads it 2-0, we're in the second. Brahms with his first delivery, a breaking ball, and it's on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Berkey 4 for 27 on the homestand. It's been a tough go of it over these last 8 games. Now the pitch, and it's a fastball just a little bit low. Close take there. That 4 for 27 equals a 148 average. The right-hander deals, and it's a swing and a miss. Berkey chased a fastball high, and it's 1-2. But despite that, Berkey has 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, a home run, and a walk with 3 runs scored. The pitch, breaking ball misses low. So although that average has slumped a little bit, he's still being productive in his at-bats. Now the 2-2 delivery. Fastball misses high, and the count is full. Brahms leans in, gets the sign. Glove at the chest, he's ready, and the payoff is inside, and that hit him. So Berkey will go down to first base. And Brahms was ahead 1-2, and he lost him. So now it'll be Ricardo Sanchez coming to the plate. Hey, want to make your lawn and landscape look like a field of dreams? Make sure to use 10 Barge professional brand products. Pick them up at any of the 3 locations beautifying the communities we live in, the grass we play on, and walk on, all since 1940. Throw to the bag at first, and they're going to pick off Berkey. Well, the lights were on, but nobody was home, and Berkey caught in no man's land with that pickoff attempt from Brahms. A silky smooth move from the right-hander. And just like that, there's 2 gone in the inning. Now the first pitch for Sanchez. Fastball off the inside part of the plate, 1-0. Sanchez 0 for 4 in the series. Didn't play yesterday. Had 2 strikeouts in the series opener. The next pitch to him, grounded back behind the first base bag, fair territory. Phillips takes it, and that's the 3rd ground ball hit to Phillips, where he's able to make the play unassisted, and the inning is over. So it's a 3-batter inning for Brahms, despite the hit by pitch as he picked off Berkey, and will take it to the third. Washington leads Evansville 2-0. Seven, 8, 9 in the order, due up for Evansville here in the away third. It's 2-0 Washington. Dario Fragio back on the rubber. The right-hander will face Alec Oland, Logan Brown, and Jake Green. He's at the set, working from the stretch. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, and the count is 0-1. 25 pitches through those first 2 innings for Fragio, and he's gone 6 up, 6 down to begin the ball game. Now the pitch. Fastball on the inside corner, taken for strike 2. Olin 1 for 8 in the series, an RBI and 3 strikeouts. Fragio ready. The kick and the pitch, and this is swung on, popped up, shallow right field, taking a couple of steps in McElwain, and it's a can of corn as he retires Olin. So that'll bring up Logan Brown to the dish, bats left-handed. 1 gone here in this third inning. Brown trying to snap a 3-game hitless streak. He has not picked up a base hit since July 4th. Here's the righty's first pitch, and it's just a little bit low. The count is 1-0. Well, the last hit that Brown did have was a 2-run homer against the Joliet Slammers. Now the 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss on a fastball. So Brown 0 for his last 13. He played in the series opener, was 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. Now the pitch, and he lines it back over the screen. Foul. We'll try it at a ball and 2 strikes. Washington leads it 2-0. It was a 2-run shot from Tommy Caulfield to put Washington ahead in the first inning. Washington 8-0 against Evansville this year. The pitch, and it's sent over the screen again. Same spot as the last time, toward the left side. And we'll have another 1-2. Fragio back at the set. He deals home, and Brown stays alive, fighting another one off. 3 foul balls in a row, and we'll have another 1-2 pitch. Brown batting 180 on the year and 61 at-bats. This is his 18th game with Evansville. Here's the 1-2. It's sharply hit out towards second on the ground, fielded cleanly by Wilder. He will step and throw to first. 2 gone. So 8 straight outs for Fragio to begin the night. And he is mowing down this Otters order. Now coming to the plate, the 9-hole hitting, Jake Green. Righty on righty battle, Fragio. Glove at the belt. Steps and deals home. It's a breaking ball, check swing. Went too far around, says first base umpire Tom West. Evansville 3-7 in their last 10 games. Now the 0-1. And this is swung on and smashed high and deep to left center on his horse Berkey, but it is the center fielder McNeely able to track it down. Good range, and he takes extra bases away from Green. That'll do it. 9 up, 9 down, 3 perfect innings from Frigio to begin the ball game. Washington leads it 2-0, and we'll head to the home third. Home half of the third inning, it's 2-0 Washington over Evansville. 9-1-2 in the order for the Wild Things. Parker Brahms, the right-hander, back on the rubber. Well, his only mistake tonight, a 2-run homer allowed to Tommy Caulfield. Now he will face Carson Clowers, righty-on-righty matchup. He steps and deals the first pitch, and it's a fastball that misses high. The count is 1-0. 32 pitches, 15 strikes for Brahms. Works on the right side of the rubber, comes to the set, and from the stretch he deals. It's a fastball that misses in. 2 balls and no strikes for Clowers. Brahms again coming off the DL today. He was thrown on June 28th. The pitch, fastball misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes. We don't know if he's on a pitch count or not. Brahms, a guy to only average 87 pitches as a starter. Here comes the 3-0. Fastball high. Clowers lays off. It's a 4-pitch walk. So that'll turn the lineup over. Here comes the leadoff hitter, Caleb McNeely. 0 for 1 with a ground out his first time up. McNeely 4 for 9 in the series against Evansville. Washington leads at 2-0. McNeely batting right-handed. Brahms at the set, the kick and the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner taken for a strike, 0-1. Compared to guys like Braden Scott and Zach Smith, 87 pitches per night is nothing. Throw to the bag at first, Clowers in safely. Smith is now averaging over 100 pitches per night. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and it's lined back to the screen. We'll try it at 0-2. Scott also up there. He's close to 100. Not quite there yet, but again for Brahms tonight, especially after dealing with an arm issue, well, can't imagine he'll be throwing too many pitches. The 0-2, a breaking ball misses inside. That makes it all the more important that he tries to work quickly for his club. Another throw over to first, and Clowers in safely again. Brahms has thrown in 2 quality starts this year. The team is 3-6 when he is the starting pitcher. Now he throws home. Fastball swing and a miss. Throw goes to second on a steal attempt from Clowers. He's in there safely as the throw from Green was high. So McNeely down on strikes as he chased after one out of the zone. He's out number one. But it's a runner in scoring position for Washington, and here comes Ethan Wilder to the plate. Washington trying to extend that 2-0 lead. We're in the third. Wilder singled and scored his first time up. Here's the pitch from Brahms. Fastball misses upstairs, and the count is 1-0. Don't forget, Evansville will head to Lake Erie overnight. They will play the Crushers tomorrow. A new series beginning on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. The 1-0 pitch, lined out of play to the right side. We'll try it at a ball and a strike. So make sure to go to EvansvilleOtters.com. And you can check out us on our Flow Sports page. Here's the 1-1. And this is a soft line drive over the second baseman. Mattis falls into right center for a base hit. Picked up by Olin. Throw to the plate, and it is not in time. A couple of steps behind Clowers, who's able to score. And it's an RBI single for Wilder as he makes it 3-0 Washington. So another runner on first base. That's the third hit of the game for Washington, and they've been able to capitalize. So now it'll be Tommy Caulfield coming up. He homered his first time up. Throw to the bag at first. A head first slide for Wilder in safely. Righty on lefty matchup. Brahms at the set. The kick and the pitch, and it's a fastball that misses low, blocked by Green, and the count is 1-0. So that stolen base from Clowers paid off. Not too often you get to successfully steal off Jake Green. Green, 17 caught stealings this year. Brahms ready, he comes home. Fastball misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Green has pretty much single-handedly led Evansville to being the best, rather second best, caught stealing team in the Frontier League. Now the 2-0 pitch. Fastball in, and Brahms losing some of that command as it's 3-0 now to Caulfield. Green throws out runners at over a 35% clip. The 3-0 pitch. Get me over strike, and it's now 3-1. Evansville trying to avoid being swept from the Wild Things for the third time this year. We have time called. And Caulfield wants to think things over. He's in a good hitter's count. A dangerous hitter, provides a lot of pop at the plate. That was Caulfield's second home run in the first inning for this homestand. Now the pitch. Swung on, a bullet out toward deep center, backing up to Giacomo. He's near the track, makes the catch, still on the green. And that'll be out number 2 as he retires Caulfield. So now coming to the plate, Tyreek Reed, and well, with a 3-1 count to that guy, that's a massive out for Brahms. Runner on first base, Washington leads at 3-0. Reed 0 for 1, a ground out his first time up. Talked about the betting odds from the Wild Things front office for Reed. Needs 2 more hits to hit the over. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball low, blocked by Green, and the count 1-0. Reed batting .310 on the year. 3 homers, 19 RBIs, 15 runs scored. He bats right-handed. And a throw to the bag at first in safely Wilder. Well, Brahms had that one pickoff in the last inning, and he has dipped back into the well on multiple occasions trying to get others. 1-0 pitch misses high, and the count is 2-0 now for Reed. Brahms comes to the set. Now the pitch. Fastball high, 3-0. Back-to-back batters, where Brahms has started 3-0. Reed played last in the Red Sox organization in 2022. Didn't play last year. Now the next offering in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Saw time with Double-A Portland in 30 games during the 2022 season. 6 homers, 25 RBIs. Brahms kicks and deals. 3-1 is lined back to the screen, and the count now full. He split time between Portland and High A Greenville in 2021. Entered 2019 as Texas's number 21 prospect, while he was in their affiliated circuit before moving to Boston. Now the 3-2 runner goes. Fastball inside, ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second. The second walk of the inning allowed by Brahms. And now it'll be Andrew Check coming up. Well, again, you mentioned the pitch count, and Brahms has had to labor this inning. Now up to 53 total tosses on the game. Here's his 23rd pitch of the frame, and it misses inside a fastball. And the count is 1-0 to the left-handed hitting Check. Another scoring opportunity. Washington yesterday struggled with runners in scoring position until the 9th inning. Here's a ground ball hit foul to the left side, and the count is 1-1. They almost waited too long to get the bats going, but they found it at the last second. Brahms at the set. He deals. And it's lined back to the screen. We'll try it at 1-2 now for Check. Andrew Check had his franchise record 60-game on-base streak snapped June 13th at Gateway. That was the talk of the Frontier League broadcasters group chat for the first 2 months of the season. The next offering, swung on, lined into right field, takes a hop, a base hit into the glove of Olin. Coming home to score is Wilder, throw to the plate, and they got him! A beauty of a throw from Olin. Oh, he made a lot of great plays yesterday, and he adds to the resume, gunning down Wilder at home. That'll do it. 3 in the books. Washington with a 3-0 lead over Evansville on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the 4th inning, it's the top of the Otters order. 9 straight outs to begin the game for right-hander Dario Frigio. as he will face Giovanni DiGiacomo to lead off the inning. Washington leads it 3-0 over Evansville. How about the effort from Alec Oland and the catcher Jake Green to end the third inning? A 9-2 putout. Great effort on both ends. Frigio, the right-hander, from the stretch, kicks and deals the first pitch, and DiGiacomo watches it down low. The count is 1-0. It was a one-hopper to the plate. Green had to reach across his body, then dove back home. Here's the pitch. And it's a tapper to the right side of the infield, charging the first baseman check, and he will flip it to Frigio, covering the bag. There's one gone. And that 9-2 putout in the last inning, able to retire Wilder, saving a run. So now to be Gary Mattis coming to the plate. He struck out his first time up. Mattis had a good day yesterday, 4 for 4 at the plate. He's 4 for 9 in the series. Frigio kicks and deals, and it's a fastball that bounces in, and the count is 1-0. Mattis batting .350 in his first 5 games entering play tonight. Now batting .333, 7 for 21. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Breaking ball hit toward the left side of the infield, moving towards second Caulfield, and the third baseman will throw out Mattis. 2 down in the inning. My goodness, has Dario Frigio been exceptional in the early portions of this contest. He has not allowed a base runner in the first 3 2/3, and coming to the plate is David Mendham. Well, when the offense puts up 12 hits, scores 4 runs, and loses like they did yesterday, it can be deflating. The right-hander kicks and deals. Fastball misses away, but that's certainly no excuse to come out today with a flat tire. Evansville has to keep their foot on the gas with the bats. Now the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball drops in for a strike, touches the outside black, 1-1. Baseball shows no mercy. Frigio steps and fires home, and the 1-1 is also in there. Another breaking ball, strike 2 to Mendham. So once you get into that woe is me mentality, you're done. Might as well just throw in the towel, cash in the chips, close the curtain, however you want to say it. Evansville has to find a way to battle back in this game. Frigio ready. Now the 1-2 pitch. And this is skied down the left field line, foul territory. This will spin toward the fence, and it will hit the screen down by the left side. And Caulfield, the third baseman, flips it to a little boy. So we'll try it again at 1-2 for Mendham. Mendham struck out looking his first time up. Not too often you get that out of David. Now the 1-2. And it's a fastball low, and the deuces are wild for Mendham. Mendham, a 2-hit game yesterday. 3 for 9 in the series, including his at-bat today. A double, a walk, 3 RBIs, and a stolen base. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the game for Mendham. 12 straight outs to begin the ball game for Frigio. He remains perfect after 4, and will take it to the home 4th, with Washington leading Evansville 3-0 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Brandon McElwain leading it off for Washington here to begin this home fourth, and they lead it 3-0 over Evansville. Parker Brahms from the stretch kicks and deals the first pitch. It's a breaking ball that misses outside, and the count is 1-0. Brahms 58 pitches, 37 strikes. He deals. Fastball just off the inside part of the plate. 2-0 now for McElwain. Well, Brahms threw 26 pitches in that last inning. That bumped his pitch count up a tad. He's at the set. Now the 2-0 is smashed foul to the left side. This will go out of play. 2 balls and a strike now for McElwain. A Washington right fielder struck out looking his first time up. Brahms ready. Glove at the chest. He offers up, and it's tapped at the plate foul. McElwain has been a nice addition over the last 7 games, 8 including this one for Washington. He's had a hot bat to start his Wild Things career. 10 for 27 at the plate. Now the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, tapped to the left side of the infield foul. Will do it again. Brahms comes to the set. He deals. And this is shot out toward left field, but it's right at Bednar as he only has to move 4 or 5 steps to his left to retrieve the baseball. And McElwain has retired as out number 1. So that'll bring up Evan Berkey. Well, Brahms was excited to get back into action tonight. Asked him a couple of days ago how that arm felt, and he said, feels great, ready to rock and roll. Berkey watches the first pitch just a smidge inside, and the count is 1-0. Brahms spent 4 seasons of collegiate ball at Sacramento State in California. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and this is swung on, hammered to deep left again. Bednar right there to make the catch, and there's 2 outs here in this 4th inning. So now it's Ricardo Sanchez coming up. Washington leads it 3-0 over Evansville. They scored 2 in the first, 1 in the last. Brahms drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers in the 27th round back in 2019. Decided not to sign, finished his final year of college. The right-hander deals, and the first pitch is lifted the opposite way. This will scurry out of play. 0-1 the count to the left-handed hitting Sanchez. That's a tough decision to ask a young adult to make. You want to try to go pro, or do you want to finish school? Now the 0-1. Fastball at the top of the zone, called a strike, and it's 0-2. Well, you figure maybe if Brahms went earlier in the draft, got a better signing bonus, could have lived off that signing bonus for a few years to establish himself, then maybe he signs. But once you get into those mid to upper 20s rounds in the draft, you're not getting anything. The 0-2. And this is hit foul and out of play to the left side. We'll try it again. Now the draft has changed a lot since 2019, and post-COVID they have removed a lot of rounds. But even so, guys in the later rounds, they don't get very big signing bonuses, the 0-2. And this is popped up, shallow left field. Calling for it is Bednar as he ranges in, and it's 3 outs to the left fielder here in the 4th. A 1-2-3 inning for Brahms as he sets the Wild Things down in order. They lead it 3-0 over Evansville, and we'll take it to the 5th on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the fifth inning, middle third of this Otters order coming around. Dakota Phillips, Randy Bednar, and Delvin Zinn all due up. Well, Dario Frigio has held this lineup more than in check. He has been commanding and dominating the zone. The right-hander tosses home the first pitch for Phillips. Fastball misses high and outside, and the count is 1-0. In fact, Frigio has not allowed a base runner tonight. From the stretch, he deals the 1-0. Fastball, swing and a miss. A ball and a strike now for Phillips. He has racked up 4 strikeouts, and he sits at just 48 pitches. He's ready. He comes home, and the 1-1 is swung on and smoked. High and deep to right field. This is going to be off the wall about 2/3 of the way up. So forget the perfect game. Phillips slides into second base. He's got a double. Washington leads at 3-0 over Evansville, but an early scoring chance in the fifth for the Otters, as now coming to the plate, it'll be Randy Bednar. There's a reason why perfect games only happen once in a blue moon. And it was only a matter of time before Evansville found their first hit. So, Frigio back to it. The first pitch to Bednar, tapped at the plate, foul, and the count is 0-1. And we'll see if that can give this Otters offense some momentum. They desperately need it. Trying to salvage the series finale against Washington, dropped yesterday's contest. A 5-4 loss in the bottom of the ninth, gave up 3 runs. And then in the series opener, Washington handled the Otters 7-1. Frigio at the set, 2 looks to second, now the pitch home. Swing and a miss, and he's got Bednar down in the count 0-2. Bednar grounded out to short his first time at the dish. The right-handed hitter batting .258 on the year, 10 homers, 26 RBIs. Frigio gets the sign. He's ready with the 0-2. Here it comes. Fastball inside that almost clipped Bednar. Had to duck his head out of the way and that front shoulder, and the count is now a ball and 2 strikes. Evansville has lost their last 3 series out of 4. Here's the 1-2, and it's a breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Ricardo Sanchez. They were swept by Windy City on the road in the last weekend of June. Then in July, they were able to take 2 out of 3 games from Joliet, but then coming back home last weekend, they dropped 2 out of 3 games to the New England Knockouts. Frigio steps off. There was 1 second on that pitch clock, and he wasn't even at the set yet, so he will reset. Runner on second, nobody out here in the fifth. Frigio, glove at the belt. A long look to second, now twirls and deals home. Bednar launches this one high and deep toward the right center gap. Backing up is McElwain. He won't be able to get it. Rounding second and heading for third is Bednar, and the throw is in time. They nailed him. Carson Clowers, the cutoff man, delivering a strike to Tommy Caulfield. There's the first out of the inning. It'll go down as an RBI double for Randy Bednar. Dakota Phillips coming in to score, and it's a 3-1 game. Well, that had some major hang time on it. And McElwain, the right fielder, was chasing after it, as was McNeely. Just out of the outstretched glove of McElwain. First pitch swinging for Delvin Zinn. Hits a shallow fly ball to left field. A diving attempt by Berkey, can't get it. And moving up to second base is Zinn. He's got a double. In with a head first slide to beat the throw from Berkey. 3 doubles in a row to begin this away fifth. And Evansville has something cooking. Here comes Alec Olin. Time on the mound. Sanchez heading out there to have a word with Frigio. And Evansville a chance to get back in the game. Zinn wasting no time going after the first offering. Picks up his second double of the year. And extends his hit streak to 6 games. That's a tie for his season best. Frigio comes to the set. Here's the first pitch to Alec Olin. Breaking ball at the knees, strike one. Olin 0 for 1. Flew out his first time up. Here's the pitch from Frigio. And it's a fastball that misses low. Well, not only did Frigio lose the perfect game this inning, he also lost the shutout, and all of a sudden, the Otters bats resurrecting from the dead out of nowhere. Now the 1-1. Fastball on the outside black, called strike 2 to the right-handed hitter. Olin batting .244. That includes his games with Tri-City. Since coming to Evansville, seen action in 13 games. He's batting .146. Frigio steps and delivers. Runner goes to third. Check swing, and there will be no throw from Sanchez. Did he go around? No, says first base umpire Tom West. And Olin stays alive, and Zinn is in at third uncontested, his 7th stolen base of the year. So the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Evansville 90 feet closer to getting another run on the scoreboard. Washington leads it 3-1. We're in the 5th. And now the pitch from Frigio. Swung on, ground ball back up the middle. Bounces off the second base bag, and Karem's back behind Wilder, who was gonna attempt to backhand it behind second. So it goes to the right side of center field, picked up by McNeely, the center fielder, and it's an RBI base hit for Olin. So Zinn comes in to score. He makes it a 3-2 game. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. One of those baseball oddities. And now coming out is Alex Boschers, the pitching coach. And he wants a word with Frigio. Well, out of the many great pitchers on this staff, Frigio, with the amount of appearances as a qualified pitcher in the Frontier League, is the only pitcher on this staff with a 5+ ERA. He's coming off short rest. Frigio pitched back on July 6th against Windy City. Not too short of rest, but he wasn't supposed to pitch until tomorrow, so 1 day earlier. He picked up the win against the Thunderbolts, going 6 innings, allowing just 2 runs, 1 earned. He's ready. From the stretch, kicks and deals the first pitch to Logan Brown, and it's a swing and a foul ball at the plate. The count is 0-1. Runner on first base, 1 gone here in the 5th. 3 doubles and a single to begin this inning. 4 base hits in a row. Frigio at the set. He offers up, and the 0-1 is a fastball away to the left-handed hitting Brown. Well, if Bednar doesn't get thrown out on that 9-6-5 putout, this game could be tied. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounder hit foul to the right side. We'll try it at 1-2 for Brown. Brown grounded out to second his first time up. Batting under the Mendoza line, a 180 average entering play today. 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Here's the pitch, and he lifts it back over the screen, foul, and we'll try it again at 1-2. Brown works with his dad in the offseason. His dad, a baseball coach, so Brown will help him out whenever he can. Started this year down in the Mexican League. Next pitch, fastball high. Runner goes to second. Throw is way to the right of second base, and this goes into center field. Sanchez not even close to the bag on that throw, and that will allow Olin to go from first to third. Make it a stolen base plus an advancement on the error from the catcher. That's the first error this series for Washington. And now there's 190 feet from scoring in a 3-2 game. Evansville a chance to tie it. Fragio kicks and deals the 2-2. Brown hits a fly ball out of play to the left side, and he stays alive. Dakota Phillips, Randy Bednar, Delvin Zinn all doubling. Alec Olin most recently with an RBI single. Here's the pitch to Brown. And the 2-2 is grounded foul to the right side. He stays alive. And that is the 5th foul ball this at bat from Logan. Pitch number 8 of the battle coming up. Fragio at the set. Glove at the belt. He deals. And it misses inside a fastball. The count is 3-2. Now the infield, at least the left side playing back. Second and first base playing just a shade in. Now the payoff. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout. And it's out number 2 here in this 5th inning. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Evansville has to get that runner home from third. You might not get another opportunity like this tonight. So now at the plate, Jake Green. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch to him. Fastball misses outside and low, and the count is 1-0. That pitch count starting to climb for Fragio. The pitch swung on, grounded out towards second. Wilder up with it cleanly. Throw to first, that'll do it. Well, Evansville gets a pair. Feel like they could have had a little bit more though. And they trail Washington 3-2 after 4.5 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Carson Clowers leading off the home 5th, and it is 3-2 Washington over Evansville. Parker Brahms back on the rubber from the stretch. steals the first pitch, a ground ball hit out towards short. Zinn has it on 2 bounces, throws to first, 1 pitch, 1 strike, 1 out. And that's a good start for Brahms here in this 5th inning. And the Otters need him to keep going strong after a 1-2-3 in the 4th frame. Now the lineup turns over. The leadoff man, Caleb McNeely, digs in. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch from the stretch, a bouncing breaking ball, and the count is 1-0. Brahms gave up 2 runs in the first inning, a 2-run homer from Tommy Caulfield. Then he gave up 1 in the 3rd. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball launched in the air towards straightaway left field. Bednar camping under it. He will make the catch, 2 down. Bednar has seen a lot of action over there in left field, especially in the last 1 2/3 innings, as he's made 4 of the plays. So now it'll be Ethan Wilder coming to the plate. Washington leads it 3-2. We're in the 5th. Brahms kicks and deals, and it's a breaking ball that misses just a smidge low, and the count is 1-0. 73 pitches, 48 strikes for the right-hander. He's at the set. And now the pitch. Fastball misses in. That had some tail to it, brushed Wilder off the dish. Wilder has put together a nice series, 2 for 2 tonight, 6 for 11 against Evansville. Here's the 2-0. And it's a breaking ball at the top of the zone, taken for a strike. And he's also put together a nice homestand. 4 RBIs, 6 runs scored, 3 walks. Now the 2-1. And it's a fastball. Check swing. Did he go around? No, says first base umpire Tom West. And the count is 3 balls and a strike. Base is empty, 2 outs. Brahms ready. Now the 3-1. And it's center, taken by Wilder for a strike, and the count now full. Boy, a 3-1 pitch. Not really sure what else you're looking for there. Looked pretty good from Brahms. Might have gotten away with one. Here's the payoff. Fastball, just a little bit low. Green tried to frame it, but home plate umpire Kyle Eastman having none of it. And that's the 3rd time Wilder has reached base tonight. That'll bring up Tommy Caulfield to the plate. Caulfield 1 for 2. He had that homer in the first, batting .274 on the year. Hits left-handed, and the first pitch to him is a breaking ball in the outside corner, strike 1. Evansville looking to take the series finale against Washington, maybe create a little bit of momentum for the next tough series that they have against Lake Erie. Those games tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Throw to the bag at first, and the pickoff attempt unsuccessful. Wilder in safely. 7:05 Eastern time tomorrow, 6:05 Eastern time Saturday, 2:05 Eastern time Sunday. So an early finish on that Sunday matinee before the All-Star break. Brahms deals home, and the next pitch tap back to the screen. So we'll try it now at 0-2 for Caulfield. Gorgeous night here in Washington, Pennsylvania. 78 degrees, partly cloudy skies, Mr. Sun in full effect. Just gorgeous. Now the 0-2 from Brahms. Breaking ball misses outside. Now this ballpark has one of my favorite backdrops out of any team in the Frontier League. You have a mountain range in the background, and you're right in the Appalachian Mountains, so a big hill. Here's a ground ball hit out towards short. Zinn charging, and it's off the heel of his glove as it kicks up in his face, and there will be no play. Back-to-back base runners with 2 outs here in the 5th. And now coming to the plate, it's Tyreek Reed. Well, Zinn makes some really great plays over at short, had a diving play when he threw home to preserve a 4-3 lead at the time in the ninth for Evansville yesterday. Other times, he struggles at short. First pitch misses high to Tyreek Reed, and the count is 1-0. That's Zinn's third error of the series. And he had both of the errors yesterday for Evansville. Cost him an unearned run. Brahms steps and delivers. Here's a comebacker back over the mound near second. Mattis has it, falls to a knee, but he was right near second, so all he had to do was tap his glove on the bag, and that'll do it here in the home fifth. We'll take it to inning number 6, Washington 3, Evansville 2 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the order for Evansville. We're in the away sixth as Washington leads it 3-2. And it is Dario Frigio back on the rubber, the right-hander, giving up 2 runs in the last inning. He steps and deals from the stretch. First pitch to Giovanni DiGiacomo at the knees, and the count is 0-1. 72 pitches for Frigio. The right-hander kicks and deals. Fastball misses high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike for Giovanni. Gio 0 for 2, couple of ground outs, 1 for 4 in the series opener, didn't play yesterday. The 1-1 is a looping breaking ball, swung on and missed, and the count is 1-2. Well, Gio's average has dipped, still batting .284 on the year, and 67 at-bats entering play today, but far from the 500-plus numbers he had at the beginning of the year. The 1-2, fastball misses outside, and it's 2-2 now for DiGiacomo. Well, the Otters picked up 4 hits, 3 doubles, and a single, which broke up the perfect game for Frigio in the last inning. Now the 2-2, breaking ball, weakly hit to first. Fielding it cleanly, check. He will flip to Frigio, covering, 1 down. Frigio had retired the first 12 men of the ball game. And then immediately in the 5th inning, Dakota Phillips with a double, Randy Bednar with a double, but he was thrown out at third, and Delvin Zinn with a double before Alec Olin singled. Now coming to the plate, Gary Mattis 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Righty on righty matchup, Frigio at the set. He twirls and deals the first pitch, and Mattis squares the bunt, pulls back a fastball low and outside, 1-0. And you think if Bednar doesn't get thrown out on the bases, he scores in that inning. And this game is tied, the 1-1, rather the 1-0. Breaking ball misses inside, and it's 2-0. Instead, it's 3-2. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Frigio. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1 now for Mattis. Mattis spent time with Evansville last year, also in 2022 and 2021. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and he takes one at the knees for a strike, evens the count. But Mattis came on during the postseason run for Evansville last year. Ended up batting .225, 5 RBIs. Here's the pitch, and it's lifted the opposite way, fouling out of play. We'll try it again at 2-2. Mattis spent time with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Their affiliated circuit last year, played with Hillsboro and High A. Now the 2-2. And this is swung on, popped up, shallow left field, charging in Berkey. Clowers also out there, but it's the left fielder to take charge and put it away. There's 2 gone in the inning. So now David Mendham steps to the plate. Base is empty, and we're in the 6th. Washington leads it 3-2. Wasn't sure how Mendham was going to turn out this year. Didn't perform particularly well with his Ottawa Titans last year. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball misses in, and the count 1-0. And that was his first year out of Okie State, and as a rookie, it's tough. Technically, he's still a rookie, the 1-0. Here's a tapper foul to the right side. We'll try it at 1-1. But Mendham exploded with the bat at the beginning of the season for Evansville. He was #1 in the Frontier League in average for quite some time. Not quite that high anymore. Now the next pitch, breaking ball just off the inside corner, but it's called a strike, and it's 1-2. Now Mendham is 6th in average. Came into today's game batting .337. Frigio steps and deals the 1-2. Breaking ball, and it just misses off the outside corner. I'll tell you what, that one looked better than the last pitch. So the deuces are wild for Mendham. Frigio at the set. He deals. And Mendham pokes it foul to the left side, giving chase is Caulfield, and he's by the warning track near the fence, can't make the catch. He had a beat on it, and it landed just to his right as he was facing the left field bleachers. And we'll try it again at 2-2 for Mendham. Well, David, again, I've said it many times, but if you haven't heard, will be a 2024 All-Star. So congratulations for David. Now the 2-2 from Frigio. Swung on, shot through the left side, a base hit. Well, the shift was on, and if it wasn't, that would have been out number 3, as it was toward the shortstop, Clowers, if he was originally playing where he should have been. Well, we've seen Washington implement that shift time and time again throughout this series. Not sure if Tom Vaith has somebody scouting these players, but nobody else in the league has done that. And now coming to the plate, it's Dakota Phillips. It cost Washington that time. First pitch to Phillips, and it misses downstairs, and the count is 1-0. Phillips 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up. Runner on first, 2 gone in the 6th. Here's the 1-0 delivery. And Frigio throws a breaking ball off the inside part of the plate. 2 balls and no strikes for the left-handed hitting Phillips. That was Dakota's 2nd double of the year, and what is now his 8th game in his last trip to the plate. Frigio ready, the kick and the pitch. Runner goes, and here's a soft line drive taken on a bounce by the second baseman Wilder, ranging to his left, snags it, makes the throw to first, and the inning is over. So a 2-out base runner does no damage for Evansville as they trail Washington 3-2. We'll take it to the home 6th on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the 6th inning, it'll be Andrew Check leading it off for Washington. They lead it 3-2 over Evansville. And back on the rubber, Parker Brahms, the right-hander, as the starter has looked good over the last 2 innings. Can he keep it going? He works from the stretch, throws the first pitch in, and it's a strike to Check, the count 0-1. Brahms walked 1 in the 5th. Also had to work around an error, no damage done though. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses low and inside. Evens the count now for Check. 86 total pitches, so he's right at that season average. And again, coming off the DL, the question is, how long do you keep him in the game? Here's the 1-1. Fastball just off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike now for Check. Well, again, talking to Brahms before the game, he said that he feels ready to go. He is fully rested and prepared. 2-1, swung on, and a moonshot out toward right center. Plenty of room out there. It is DiGiacomo calling for it, and he makes the catch. There's 1 down. So that'll bring up Brandon McElwain. That ball might have been hit as high as it was far. Well, maybe even higher. That got above the lights. At least it looked like it. McElwain 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out his first time up, lined out his last time up. He goes after the first pitch, and it's another towering fly ball, this time to left field. Can of corn for Bednar, and he retrieves it. 2 gone. So a good start for Brahms here in this 6th inning. Trying to pick up his 3rd quality start of the year. Now he will face Evan Berkey. Washington leads it 3-2 over Evansville. Bases empty here in the 6th. Righty on righty matchup. Berkey 0 for 1. Hit by a pitch in the 2nd, lined out in the 4th. Brahms steps and deals. And the first pitch is a center fastball taken for a strike. 0-1 the count. Berkey has struggled on this homestand. Just 4 for 28. He grounds the next pitch hard, but foul to the left side. And he's down in the count 0-2. In this series, Berkey 1 for 9, but his 1 hit, a 2-run homer in the series opener. He does have 5 Ks though. Brahms leans in. The set and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Some high cheddar from Brahms, and he blows it by Berkey. A 1-2-3 for the right-hander as he sets the Wild Things down in order here in the 6th. We'll take it to the 7th. Washington 3, Evansville 2 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the 7th inning, it's Christian James on the rubber. The right-hander throws in the first pitch to Randy Bednar, popped up down by the Wild Things bullpen. This will just get, no, it stays in the ballpark, beg your pardon. But Andrew Check couldn't get there in time, and the count is 0-1. Washington leads Evansville 3-2. And James, the sidewinder, taking over duties for Daryl Frigio. He's ready at the set. And now the pitch. Bednar, sounded like he broke his bat, lined one over the shortstop Clowers. And it goes into left field for a single. Well, is the lumber still good? Not sure. The Washington bat boy checking it out. And it will deposit that back into the Evansville Otters third base dugout. Nevertheless, a leadoff base hit for Bednar, his second knock of the game. And now coming to the plate, Delvin Zinn. Righty on righty battle. Zinn 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Also stole third. First pitch to him. Fastball just off the inside corner. And the count is 1-0. Well, leadoff base runner again, and time is winding down for Evansville to make a comeback in this game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball tipped into the glove of Sanchez. Strike one. How many more chances can you accumulate, but how many more chances can you capitalize on? That's the question. James ready. A long pause at the belt. He steps and deals home, and it's in there for a strike. The count is 1-2. But James has a funky delivery out of the bullpen. It makes him effective. He doesn't quite go like a submariner does, but that arm slot is really low. The 1-2. And here's a Baltimore chop over the first baseman. Check down by the right field line. Fair ball. And rounding second, heading for third is Bednar. It'll be another base hit for Zinn. And hey, when you're hot, you're hot. Looks like a line drive in the scorecard. And Zinn has his second hit today. So that'll put runners on second and third base. Here comes Alec Oland. He had an RBI single his last time up, and it was this part of the order to get to the starter, Daryl Frigio, after Frigio threw 12 up, 12 down in the first 4 innings. We'll get to his final line after the pitch to Olin. Here it is, runner goes to second. Fastball in there, a strike, a pump fake throw from Sanchez. Did not release the baseball. Trying to tempt Bednar at third, but he didn't budge. So 2 ducks in the pond, as Zinn is now in scoring position on second base. Final line for Frigio, 6 innings, 2 runs, both earned, 5 hits, 5 Ks, no walks. Now the 0-1 pitch for Oland. He swings and misses, and the count is 0-2. Well, you don't have to kill the ball here. And the infield playing back for Washington, so even a ground ball to either of the middle infielders will get the job done. Tommy Caulfield at third, Andrew Check at first. They are shaded in. But Oland in protect mode, the 0-2. And it is just off the outside corner. Well, Sanchez tried to sell it, and he had his body angled toward home plate just off the right side of home. And that's a catching tactic that you can use to try to steal a strike, because you don't move the glove at that point. The 1-2, breaking ball, bounced in there, blocked by the catcher. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Something that I learned as a catcher back in my playing day, and you can steal a lot of strikes angling yourself back toward home just maybe 5 degrees. You do it too much and then it's obvious. James at the set. A long pause, he kicks and deals, and the 2-2 is a heater that misses away. Give credit to the home plate umpire, Kyle Eastman, for that call. a couple of pitches ago on the play we were just talking about, because that's not an easy call to make as an umpire either. James, ready at the chest. Here comes the 3-2. Fastball grounded out toward third, and they're going to have Bednar in a rundown. Caulfield throws home. Now it's Sanchez back to third, fielding it Clowers, and he will go home again. And the tag is applied to Bednar as he was caught in between third and home. Tag made by Caulfield, the third baseman, as he circled back around to go home. That was a good heads-up play, and it'll go down as a 5-2-6-5 putout. But a good job by Bednar to hang around long enough for Zinn to get to third, as well as Olin to get up to second base. So there's one gone in the inning, and now coming to the plate, Logan Brown. Now the infield playing in a 3-2 ball game. Washington leads it here in the seventh. James comes to the set from the stretch. He deals the first pitch. Brown squares the bunt. Fastball low and in, pulls back, ball one. Well, again, if Bednar does not stay in that rundown long enough, then Olin doesn't get to second base. And then there's a double play possibility. Now the next offering for Brown. And he pops it up, foul to the left side, out of play. We'll try it at 1-1 strike. So that is a massive base running plus for Bednar. Earlier in the game, he was thrown out on the bases trying to go from second to third, and it cost the team a run, so a nice job of recovering. Now the 1-1 pitch, and here's a tapper to the right side, foul. We'll try it at 1-2. James has been impressive this season. This is his 16th game. 26 2/3 innings, a 1.01 ERA. Well, Evansville trying to bare minimum tie this game with a great scoring opportunity. 3 seconds on that pitch clock. James at the set, 1 second, just got it off the pitch. Fastball on the inside corner, strike three looking. That's a tough pitch to take for Brown. Well, just too close to take with 2 strikes. No argument from him heading back to the dugout. He knew it. And now coming to the plate, the catcher, Jake Green. First will have time called as Alex Boshear's coming to the mound, and the pitching coach wants a word. This is a turning point in the game for either side. One way or the other, one team will gain all the momentum. Well, with runners in scoring position this season, the Otters batting .256. They have 2 runners in scoring position with 2 down here in this 7th inning. Meeting on the mound over between Boshears and James. And the right-hander trying to get his neck out of the woods. Evansville putting pressure on him early, but they haven't been able to capitalize yet. The right-hander ready. From the stretch he deals, and the first pitch to Green is a nice breaking ball, but it had too much break on it as Green laid it off outside, and the count is 1-0. Green bats right-handed. 0 for 2 tonight, a line out and a ground out. The pitch, breaking ball, drops on the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. Green hit the ball hard his first time up, launched one into the left center gap, and McNeely came all the way from center field, probably ran 100, 150 feet to track it down. Well, James on the mound, waving his arms in the air. Not sure if he called for time. Not sure if there was a problem with the pitch clock, which is why he was confused. Well, in any event, he's back on the rubber. Here's the 1-1, and Green watches a fastball just a smidge low. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Evansville in desperation mode here. They need a run, at least one. James comes to the set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And Green takes a fastball just off the outside corner. James in disbelief that that was called a ball, and it's now 3-1. When the Otters trail after 7 innings of play, the team is 0-26 on the year. A good hitter's count for Green. Here's the 3-1. Fastball low, and James walked him. So that'll turn the order over. Here comes Giovanni DiGiacomo, and James has had to labor this inning. He's already faced 5 batters. Pitch number 22 of the frame coming up. DiGiacomo 0 for 3, 3 groundouts. Bats left-handed, and the first pitch to him. Swung on, a looping line drive into shallow left center. This is gonna drop for a base hit. Takes a bounce and lands into the glove of Berkey. Coming in to score is Zinn. Right behind him, Olin, and it's a 2 RBI base hit for DiGiacomo. Evansville takes a 4-3 lead here in the 7th. How do you like that? They get after one of the best relievers in the Frontier League this season. And James gives up the lead. So this inning will continue. Standing on second, Jake Green. Now on first, DiGiacomo at the plate, Gary Mattis. First pitch, a check swing, and he holds up in time. The pitch missed the zone, and the count is 1-0. Well, DiGiacomo has struggled in recent times for Evansville, but he just came through in the biggest of situations here tonight. And we have time called. James steps off the rubber. He will take a long walk, almost to second base before turning back around. The Otters tallying 3 base hits here this inning. They have out-hit Washington once again. They did the same thing yesterday. Now can they hold on with another lead against the Wild Things? Mattis 0 for 3, a strikeout, a ground out, a fly out. James back on the rubber. The right-hander leans in. He gets the sign, comes to the set, and now the pitch home. Mattis lines it foul to the left side, rather right side, out of play, and it's 1-1. Well, something is going on down on the field between the Wild Things and the umpiring crew. Not sure what the debacle is. James at the set, now the 1-1, and here's a high chopper back over the mound, charging the shortstop Clowers. Throw to first, not in time. Everybody's safe. An infield hit for Mattis, and the base is reloaded for Evansville. Now it'll be David Mendham coming to the plate. We're getting word from the press box that the reason why James flipping his arms in the air, stepping off the rubber multiple times, not happy with the strike zone. Now at the plate, David Mendham, left-handed hitter, takes the first pitch outside, and the count is 1-0. There's been a couple of close pitches, and James has not gotten the calls. Well, pouting about it isn't going to do you any favors. The right-hander at the set. Now the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses low, and the count 2-0. How many times have we seen that from Evansville, and it comes back to bite them? When you show emotion, that shows weakness to the opposing team. Now the 2-0 pitch, and it's tapped to the right side of the infield by the first base bag. Check has it, steps on first, and he will end this 7th inning. Evansville takes a 4-3 lead over Washington, and we'll take it to the home half of the inning. It's stretch time at Wild Things Park on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Well, we have some late drama here at Wild Things Park. In between innings, both Christian James and Tom Vaith being ejected from the ball game. James throwing in the top of the inning for Washington, gave up the lead, allowed 2 runs, and he was not happy with the strike zone, so arguing balls and strikes with home plate umpire Kyle Eastman in between innings. And Vaith defending his player, so he got ejected as well. So both players having early showers here in the series finale. And now for Evansville, with a 4-3 lead over Washington in the home 7th, it'll be Griff Hughes on the rubber. He winds and fires the first pitch in. A breaking ball misses high and in to Ricardo Sanchez. And the count is 1-0. Hughes back into the motion, and the next pitch is lined back to the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike for Sanchez. 92 pitches, 60 strikes for Brahms. And the starter went 6 full, allowing 3 runs, 4 hits, 3 walks, 3 Ks. Now the 1-1. Breaking ball misses high. 2 balls and a strike. Well, all things considered, a pretty good day for Brahms. Pitched his 3rd quality start of the year, and he's in line for the win. Now the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball and a beauty, drops in for a strike. 2-2 now for Sanchez. Sanchez 0 for 2. A ground out and a fly out. He bats left-handed. Sanchez 2 for 14 in this home stint. That includes tonight a double, an RBI, a walk, and 3 Ks. Now the 2-2 delivery. And this is lifted the other way, out of play. We'll try it again. Well, James usually not a guy to get as animated as he did, but can't argue balls and strikes. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Hughes, back-to-back from the Otters pitching staff dating to the 6th inning. And he's able to set down Sanchez. There's one gone in the 7th. So now to be Carson Clowers coming to the dish. Clowers began his pro career with the Sioux Falls Canaries in the American Association. First pitch he sees at the top of the zone, a called strike, 0-1. Batted .226 with 3 RBIs, 8 stolen bases before signing with Washington. Here's the next pitch, and the 0-1 is cut on and missed. Quickly 0-2. Clowers has been a nice add the last couple of seasons. Batting .263 this year. This is his 41st game. 0 for 1 tonight. Walked and scored in the 3rd. That was the last Washington run. Evansville leads at 4-3. Hughes into the motion. Here's the 0-2. And he quick pitches Clowers, sidestepping that high leg kick and just going home almost as a slide step. And Clowers fouls it back. We'll try it again. Hughes leans in. Here's the 0-2, and it's a bouncing ball hit to short. Charging Zinn makes the running throw to first. 2 down. So that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Caleb McNeely. Tough night for him. He has put together a good series overall. 0 for 3 in the series finale with a strikeout, a ground out, and a flyout. Hughes working on the rubber, tosses home the first pitch, swing and a miss to the right-handed hitter, 0-1. Hughes back to it. Here comes the pitch. Fastball, top of the zone, strike 2. Hughes, a 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup, and a split finger. He's ready. He deals. Fastball misses high. Tried to tempt McNeely with that high cheese. And Brahms got a batter to swing and miss for a strikeout on that pitch earlier in the game. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts and a 1-2-3 inning for Hughes as he sets the Wild Things down in order in the 7th. And Evansville leads it 4-3 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the 8th inning, and it is 4-3 Evansville over Washington on the rubber. Alex Carrillo taking over duties for Christian James. James, 1 inning of work in the 7th, gave up the lead after allowing 2 runs on 4 hits with 1 strikeout, no walks. The Otters, 2 runs in the 5th, and again, the 2 in the 7th They have propelled themselves above Washington. Now they have to hold on. Dakota Phillips at the plate, bats left-handed, and the first pitch he sees is at the knees, taken for a strike, 0-1. Carrillo, a big right-hander, 6'3", 245 on the rubber. He comes to the set. From the stretch, he deals, and the 0-1 is a grounder. Back up the middle, behind second, Clowers fields, throws, one down. So now that'll bring up Randy Bednar to the plate. He's 2 for 3, an RBI double in the 5th. He singled in the 7th, but was stranded on the bases. A massive game for Evansville to try to create a little bit of momentum moving forward against the Lake Erie Crushers tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Here's the first pitch from Carrillo. Fastball way outside, past the catcher Sanchez, goes to the backstop, and the count is 1-0. The Otters also trying to put an end to their 3-game slide. Carrillo comes to the set. Glove at the head, now he deals. And here's another ground ball back up the middle. Karam's off the glove of Carrillo toward the shortstop Clowers, and he's able to throw out Bednar, 2 down. That just nicked the glove of Carrillo because that was heading right back up the middle, and it might have gotten by Clowers if there was no ricochet, but he got a friendly bounce to him. And it's 2 outs to the shortstop. Here comes Delvin Zinn. Righty on righty battle. Carrillo steps and deals. First pitch just off the inside corner. And the count is 1-0. Zinn hit a Baltimore chop over the first baseman check. His last time up was able to single. Now the 1-0 pitch. Fastball taken for a strike at the knees, and the count is even at 1-1. But Zinn also doubled his second time up. He has scored twice tonight. Carrillo fires in the 1-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Boy, that was a nasty pitch from Carrillo. Otters lead it 4-3, bases empty, 2 outs in the 8th. And Zinn will call time. He wants to think things over. After that Lake Erie series, it's the All-Star break. Then Evansville will play Washington again for the final time in 2024. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, line back to the screen. We'll try it again. So the Otters, a tough schedule ahead. But if you want to be one of the best teams, you have to beat the best teams. The 1-2 from Carrillo. And Zinn stays alive, sending another one back to the screen. And we'll try it once more at 1-2. Now the Otters got to James, one of the best relievers in the Frontier League, in the last inning. Can they spark a 2-out rally here? The 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses in, and the count is 2-2. The deuces are wild for Zinn. Carrillo, 1-1 this year, 18 1/3 innings, and a 3.93 ERA. He's at the set. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, line back to the screen. Good battle brewing between Zinn and Carrillo. Carrillo most recently spent 2 seasons and part of the spring this year in the Mexican League. Had 22 games last year, logged 22 1/3 innings with 29 Ks. High strikeout guy, the 2-2. Fastball in, and the count is now full for Zinn. Carrillo gets the sign. He's at the set. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball goes back to the backstop as it skips by Sanchez. And despite picking up a strikeout, Zinn is going to reach first base. Well, it was one that was low, but Sanchez didn't really try to block it. Instead, just backhanded the baseball, and it cost him. So this 8th inning will continue, and here comes Alec Olin to the plate. 4-3, Otters lead it over Washington. We're in the 8th. Righty on righty matchup. Carrillo comes to the set. He deals the first pitch, and Olin lines it back to the screen, 0-1. Olin reached on a fielder's choice in the last inning, later came in to score after Giovanni DiGiacomo picked up his first hit of the game, a 2 RBI single to give Evansville the lead. Now the 0-1, swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2 for Olin. Now, Carrillo has always been that high strikeout pitcher. In 2022, he saw 29 and 2/3 innings, struck out 40 batters. So always picking up more strikeouts than innings pitched. It's a good Ks per 9 ratio. The 0-2, breaking ball misses low. This season, in his 18 1/3 entering tonight, 22 strikeouts. So picking up 23 when striking out Zinn. Runner on first, 2 gone. And now the 1-2 delivery. Zinn heads for second. Fastball low, and Sanchez will hold on to it. That's the 3rd stolen base for Delvin Zinn tonight. That is also the 4th stolen base from Evansville as a team tonight. Their 13th of the series against Washington. The deuces are wild for Olin. And we have time called, and that's going to be a pitch clock violation on Carrillo. He was a half second too late before going into the motion. So that's a charged ball, and the count is now full at 3-2. Carrillo comes to the set. A man on second for Evansville. The pitch. Zinn heads for third. Fastball outside. Ball 4. And Zinn picks up another stolen base. So runners at the corners now for Evansville, and now to be Logan Brown coming up. Brown 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. And the walk will extend this inning further. Here's the first pitch to Brown, swing and a miss, 0-1. Well, Washington should be out of the inning. If Sanchez puts an effort into that block on the strikeout for Zinn, he throws to first, and that's it, a 1-2-3. Now the 0-1 pitch. Runner goes to second, soft line drive into shallow left field, past the outstretched Clowers at short, and he's a base hit for Brown, and moving up to third was Olin. A short throw from Clowers while moving backward toward the Otters' third base bullpen, and it was not in time. A close play at the bag at third, but it's an RBI base hit for Brown, RBI number 9 of the year, as he drives home Zinn, and that makes it a 5-3 game. So again, runners at the corners, and now it's Jake Green at the plate. Here's the first pitch. Fastball at the top of the zone, strike 1. So Sanchez, the catcher, costing his team a run because he didn't block the strikeout. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Let me tell you, as a former catcher myself, I'd be kicking myself right now. That's your job. You have to be a brick wall in any circumstance. Can't get lazy just because there's nobody on base. And there wasn't at the time for Zinn. But he scores. And Evansville gets a much-needed insurance run. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball launched in the air, high and medium deep to left. Under it is Berkey, and he will make the catch. The inning is over. Evansville pads their lead 5-3 over Washington. We'll take it to the bottom of the 8th on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Griff Hughes back on the rubber. The left-hander winds and fires the first pitch in there for a strike to Ethan Wilder. We're in the home 8th. Evansville with a 5-3 lead. The Otters adding another. The next pitch misses the zone down low. And the count is 1-1 for Wilder. Hughes worked a 1-2-3 his last inning, the pitch. And it misses off the outside part of the plate. So Hughes trying to do the same thing. Trying to head to the 9th with the lead. Now the pitch, and it's rifled back to the screen, foul. And the count is 2-2. Wilder, the 2-hole hitter, 2 for 2. He walked his last time up, a single, an RBI, and a run scored. Next pitch, line back over the screen, and we'll try it again at 2-2. Evansville looking to pick up their first win against Washington here in the regular season. The 2-2. Grounder hit out towards second. Fielding it is Mattis, and he will throw to first, 1 down. It was a good start from Parker Brahms. Struggled in the first inning, gave up a 2-run homer, but then settled down. Finished going 6 innings, allowing 3 total runs, but just 4 hits. And now coming to the plate, Tommy Caulfield. Lefty on lefty matchup, the wind in the pitch, and it's a breaking ball at the top of the zone, strike 1. Hughes back into the motion. Here's the 0-1. Caulfield watches a fastball downstairs and away. Hughes has been one of the best relievers for Evansville out of the bullpen this year. Hasn't pitched yet in the series. He deals, and the 1-1 is a breaking ball, a called strike. Hughes coming off a poor performance, though, against New England back on July 7th. In the series finale, he gave up 4 runs and no innings. The 1-2, slap back over the screen our way. This will go over the press box. We'll try it again. And that ballooned his ERA up. It was under 350. Now it's over 450. You take away that 1 appearance, and he's one of the best relievers in the Frontier League. Now the 1-2. And this is shot down by the right field line. Just foul over the white chalk. So Caulfield stays alive with 2 strikes. Could have been extra bases if it was just a couple of feet to the left. And we'll have another 1-2 pitch. Hughes into his 19th appearance this season. 19 2/3 prior innings of work. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout of the appearance for Hughes. That brings his season total up to 36. You want to talk about a high Ks per nine. Hughes, better than almost anybody in the Frontier League. My goodness, can this guy get strikeouts? Now he will face Tyreek Reed. Bats right-handed, the first pitch to him. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike one. Hughes gets the sign. Bases empty, 2 gone here in the 8th. The pitch, fastball misses in. Griff Hughes with a 15.10 strikeouts per 9 entering play today. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fastball just off the inside corner. Tried to nibble the edge and missed by a gnat's wings. Reed calls time. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Walked in the 3rd inning. Evansville leads it 5-3 over Washington. Now the 2-1 delivery. Here's a chopper toward the 3rd base side, foul. And the deuces are wild for Reed. Well, we have time again. First time must have been on Hughes, the pitcher, because you can't have 2 timeouts in the Frontier League anymore in a single at-bat. Now with the new rules, here's the 2-2, and it's sent back to the screen, foul. Hughes gets the sign. Here comes the pitch. And this is lifted in the air, high and deep toward right field. Down by the line, a leaping try by Oland, and it's a home run. Well, that ball had some carry to it. Didn't look like it was going to get out at first glance, and Oland gave it a good effort in right field, but Hughes allows a run and make it a 5-4 game. Evansville still leads. That's just the first home run that Hughes has given up all year long. Now he'll face Andrew Check, lefty on lefty matchup. The pitch, line back over the screen, foul, 0-1. Well, if you're gonna give him up, make sure there's nobody on. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Checked his swing, didn't go around, says 3rd base umpire Manuel Fleites. And the count is 1-1. The Otters trying to hold on. They took the lead in the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. And it's a called strike, 1-2. Well, Evansville scored 5 unanswered runs until that home run from Reed. That's Reed's 4th of the year. The pitch, swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts in the outing for Hughes. He works 2 innings, gives up a run, and Evansville will head to the 9th with a 5-4 lead over Washington on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the ninth inning, and it is 5-4 Evansville over Washington. It's the top of the order. Giovanni DiGiacomo steps to the plate. Bats left-handed. He will face Justin Goose and Brown, taking over duties for Alex Carrillo. Carrillo went 1 inning, gave up a run, a walk, a hit, and a strikeout as well. Righty on lefty battle. Goose and Brown throws the first pitch in. Ground ball hit out towards second. Fielded by Wilder. The flip to first, able to retire DiGiacomo. Well, Goose and Brown pitched in the series opener, and he went 1 scoreless inning to slam the door on Evansville in the ninth. In that outing, gave up a single, a hit by pitch, a walk, and a strikeout, but stranded the bases loaded. Now at the plate, Gary Mattis hits right-handed. The pitch to him, squares the bunt, takes a strike, 0-1. Goose and Brown, a .485 ERA this season. We're in the series finale between Washington and Evansville. Now the 0-1 pitch. Mattis hits it sharply on the ground, foul to the left side, and it's 0-2. Goose and Brown into his 23rd game. 26 prior innings of work. He's ready at the set. From the stretch, the sidewinder kicks and deals. And here's a tapper to the right side, down by the chalk, but it just scoots foul. A close play for Andrew Check at first. That was the right call. The baseball went to the right of the first base line. And we'll try it again at 0-2. That ball had some English on it, which is what spun it into foul ground. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So now it'll be David Mendham. Mendham able to extend his on-base streak. Once again, he singled in the 6th inning, and Mendham with the longest on-base streak of any Otter this season, 25 games. Mendham 1 for 4 tonight, trying to extend this top of the ninth. Evansville leads at 5-4 over Washington. Here's the pitch to him. Fastball misses inside, and the count is 1-0. Well, similar to Christian James, Goose and Brown also throws from that 90-degree arm slot. Here's the 1-0. And it is outside, 2-0. I guess you would actually say it's 180 degrees. He goes flat, and he's more exaggerated than James is. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Mendham swings and misses, and it's 2-1. Comes way out to the side. A lot of pitchers who throw like that have very good sliders. The 2-1. And this is swung on, a bullet toward the left center gap. This is going to get down past Berkey. It'll head for the wall. Mendham is cruising into second base. He'll drop the anchor there, and it's a 2-out double. That's Mendham's 15th two-bagger of the year. And that'll bring up Dakota Phillips. Runner in scoring position for Evansville. They lead at 5-4. We're in the ninth. Let's go through some other scores in the Frontier League tonight. Ottawa besting Three Rivers 5-1 in 7 innings. The New England Knockouts sweeping the Tri-City Valley Cats with a 16-7 win. I guess that game's in the top of the ninth, but all but over for Tri-City. First pitch swinging, and Phillips hits a high fly ball high and deep toward left center. Backing up at the track is Berkey. He will make the catch and retire this side. We'll go through the rest of the games when we come back. In the bottom of the ninth, one last chance for Washington as they trail Evansville 5-4. Bottom of the ninth inning, one last chance for Washington. Michael McAveen on the rubber for the Otters, taking over for Griff Hughes. Hughes' line, 2 innings of work, 1 run, 4 Ks with 1 hit, no walks. It was a solo homer from Tyreek Reed in the last inning. And Evansville with a 1-run advantage. McAveen winds and fires the first pitch. Swung on, a bullet toward the right center gap, ranging over to Giacomo, and he will track it down. That one hung in the air just long enough for the center fielder to retire Brandon McElwain. Now it'll be Evan Berkey coming to the plate. 5-4 game. McAveen blew the save in yesterday's contest. 5 of 7 in save opportunities this season. From the stretch, he deals, and the first pitch misses low to Berkey. The count 1-0. As promised, we'll quickly go through the other scores in the Frontier League. Florence leading 14-10 over New Jersey in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Fastball just below the knees, taken for a ball, 2-0. Joliet beating Schaumburg 5-1. And Lake Erie falling in the series to Sussex County, dropping 2 out of 3 games, 4-1 in New Jersey tonight. Here's the 2-0. Fastball on the outside corner, a strike. Bottom of the 8th inning, New York leading Quebec, trying to avoid getting swept by the Capitals. A 3-1 game. And also Ottawa and Three Rivers playing in the back end of their twin bill. The Angels with a 6-1 lead. Next pitch misses the zone, and the count is 3-1. That game in the bottom of the 7th. So the final inning in that twin bill. Also in the bottom of the 7th, Windy City leading Gateway, a 2-1 score there. In the last game, Joliet leading 1-0 in the top of the 3rd in the back end of the twin bill against Schaumburg. Well, it's a base hit for Evan Berkey as he grounds one through the left side. A big turn at first, but he'll be content with the single. Now coming to the plate, Ricardo Sanchez. Has not hit a home run this year, but he is the winning run. Righty on lefty matchup. McAveen comes to the set. Here comes the first pitch. And Sanchez watches one on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Runner on first, 1 gone in the 9th. 5-4 as Evansville leads Washington. We're in the series finale. And now the 0-1 delivery. Sanchez swings at it, hits a line drive to right center, a base hit cut off in the gap by Oland, and holding up at second base is Berkey. Ball overthrown into the infield, backing it up the third baseman Mendham, and the winning run is on first base. So now coming to the plate, Carson Clowers. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Here comes Jake Green, he wants a word with McAveen. McAveen, a 4-seam fastball, cut fastball, and a curveball. Into his 18th appearance, he's 0-4 this year, and a .363 ERA. Trying to avoid trouble again here in the 9th. Meeting on the mound over, he's ready, he leans in, he gets the sign, he's at the set, he throws home to Clowers. And the first pitch is lined back to the right side, out of play. We'll try it at 0-1. A nail-biter here against Washington. They scored 3 runs in the 9th inning to walk off yesterday. Evansville trying to avoid the same fate tonight. The 0-1 way outside, a fastball in the other's batter's box, and the count 1-1. Well, shows the faith that Andy McCauley has, throwing McAveen back out there after yesterday's game. Now the 1-1. Swung on, popped up. Shallow right center field. Plenty of room out there for Olin, and he will make the grab. There's 2 gone. McAveen was labeled as the dad of the bullpen by some of the other pitchers. And he has that veteran presence to him. Can he slam the door on Washington? They're down to their final out. Caleb McNeely at the dish, a home run this series. He leads the Frontier League in RBIs with 53. First and second, 2 gone in the ninth. First pitch to him. Line down the right field line, but this hook's foul. Goes out of play, and the count is 0-1. McNeely tonight, 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. He is 4 for 13 in the series. McAveen comes to the set, the right-hander. Glove at the belt, tosses home the 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses inside, and the count is 1-1. The most dangerous part of this Wild Things lineup at the plate following is Ethan Wilder, in the hole Tommy Caulfield. Now the 1-1 delivery. Breaking ball, tap foul at the plate. Washington down to their final strike. McAveen giving up a pair of base hits this inning. The winning run on first base, the tying run on second. 2 gone in the ninth. McAveen at the set. Now the 1-2 for McNeely. Swung on a dribbler out towards second. Mattis fields it cleanly, throws to first. Ball game. Evansville finally picks up a win against Washington in 2024. They avoid the dreaded sweep and for finish. We'll head to the post-game show and the recap next. Evansville able to walk away with a 5-4 finish here at Wild Things Park in Washington, Pennsylvania. They win against the Washington Wild Things, and they take the series finale, avoiding the sweep. Final box score and the recap coming your way on the post-game show, brought to you by Kyle Chandler, and we'll just jump right into it. Washington got on the board first. In the bottom of the first inning, Tommy Caulfield launched a 2-run homer out to right, but then the Washington bats went silent, and in the meantime, Evansville was able to score 5 unanswered runs. It started in the 5th inning. 3 doubles in a row from Dakota Phillips, Randy Bednar, and Delvin Zinn. That scored 1 run. Bednar was thrown out at third, trying to extend his double into a triple. Then the next batter, Alec Olin, singled with an RBI to score Zinn. That made it a 2-2 game as it was tied. Then in the 7th inning, Evansville took the lead. It was a leadoff single for Randy Bednar, followed by a single from Delvin Zinn. Then a 5-2-6-5 put out on a fielder's choice from Alec Olin, but Randy Bednar was hung out to dry in between home and third, but he allowed both runners to advance into scoring position, and that allowed a walk for Jake Green. The bases were loaded before Giovanni DiGiacomo, with 2 outs in the inning, singled back up the middle and gave Evansville a 4-2 advantage. In the 8th inning, a 2-out rally sparked when Delvin Zinn struck out but reached first on a wild pitch. A ball not blocked by Sanchez. Bit of a lazy play, if you ask me, from the catcher, and it cost Washington the game tonight. as Zinn later came around to score after stealing second and third, and then Logan Brown knocked him in with an RBI single. In the bottom of the 8th inning, it was another run to come in and score, as it was a solo home run from Tyreek Reed, and that made it a 5-4 game at the time. Beg your pardon, I missed a run in the 3rd inning for Washington, as it was Carson Clowers to score after a leadoff walk. He was brought in by an Ethan Wilder RBI single. So really, Evansville took the lead 4-3 in the 7th inning, and they were still trailing 3-2 after the 5th, and they added an insurance run in the 8th inning, a huge insurance run, and well, that was all she wrote after Washington scored in the 8th. That was their final run. Michael McAveen, he pitched a bit of a scary 9th, giving up 2 base hits, but no damage done, and he picks up his 6th save of the season after tossing a scoreless 9th inning, taking the win. Parker Brahms moves to 3-5, the starter. Had a rocky start, but settled down. He did not allow a run in his final 3 innings, pitched 6 full tonight, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits, 3 walks, 3 Ks. Taking the loss, Christian James, after giving up the lead in the 7th inning. James went 1 inning in the 7th before being ejected for arguing balls and strikes in between innings, and he gave up 2 runs on 4 hits with a strikeout. Final box score tonight, Evansville, 5 runs, all earned, 11 hits, 2 errors in the field, 8 left on. Washington, 4 runs, all earned, 7 hits, 1 error in the field, 6 left on base. Final time of today's game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Evansville with the win will move to 21-33, back to 12 games under 500 before taking on Lake Erie tomorrow. Washington will head to Florence after dropping to 35-18. Well, Lake Erie coming off a series loss to Sussex, so Washington still in first place in the West Division. They still lead Lake Erie by a game and a half. And again, Evansville will take on the Crushers Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the weekend series beginning tomorrow with a 7:05 first pitch. Catch all the action on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. So that'll do it. One final time. Your final score, Evansville 5, Washington 4. We hope you enjoyed the ride tonight. This has been Kyle Chandler saying thanks again, and we hope to see you again tomorrow. But until then, please stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your night, and God bless everybody.